January 2014 in debate and consider its legitimacy as a matter of urgency. I therefore congratulate all members who have taken part in the debate through their well-informed contribution. We are also pleased to say that the honourable members of the Parliament have addressed all the relevant issues regarding the present situation in Bangladesh and came to the conclusion that the 10th general election in Bangladesh had no mandate from the people. This sentiment echoed nationally. The international community also have condemned and criticized the general election. We all know today the Thailand Communist government has held first parliamentary session, which is seriously questionable and has no legitimacy due to the reason such as out of 42 political parties, only 12 parties participated in the general election, which were parts of Sheikh Hasina-led alliance. Out of 300 seats in parliament, 153 MPs have been nominated unopposed. Candidates withdrawn when the candidates become A1. The own votes have already been cast by ruling party activists. Key opposition leaders were arrested in placed in detention by the law enforcement agencies prior to the election. The opposition leader Begum Khaleda Zia was placed under house arrest. In this parliament, there is no opposition. The international community declined to send any observers. DSC failed to publicize constituency level polling results during the elections. The voter turnout highest 5% of the total votes. Not a single vote being cast at least 41 polling centers. There were also fake ballots, the use of state and public institutions by the Awami League for its own partisan interest. Candidates were casting votes by children. Prior to the election, the Awami League abolished the caretaker system of government in spite of the opposition from political parties and 90% of the population. The fact that 95% of the population failed to cast their votes in a clear referendum of the people's rejection of the election, who wish to see the election contested under the caretaker government. As such, the present government is illegitimate and a fresh election must be held under caretaker government. The Constitution of Bangladesh clearly gives the people of the Bangladesh the supremacy in making their own decisions. It states that all powers belong to people and the exercise of power should be the determinant in critical national decisions, where the solemn expression of the will should be reflected. The 5th January election violated those principles of the Constitution of Bangladesh. The argument posed within certain quarters that the electorate were unable to cast their votes due to fear of the ongoing violence fails to take into account that a heightened level of security was placed around the polling centers. For example, one of the polling centers in Dhaka was situated within the army cantonment center, which is one of the most secure places in the country. This polling center, however, witnessed only 20 votes cast from the possible 2,600 votes. The international community held serious question over the effectiveness of the general election. Therefore, the failure of the international community to send observers can be seen as a clear rejection of the validity of the 5th January general election. I just would like to address one more issue that I'm going to finish my speech. Please. Awami League trying to misrepresent the international community by alleging that the BNP has been supporting religious ideology-based political party, as it has alliance with Jamaat Islam and asked to sever its alliance with Jamaat Islam. In this regard, I would like to draw your special attention that the BNP and Jamaat Islam poses two different political ideologies. The core values of the BNP are nationalism democracy and socialism, meaning economic and social justice. In contrast, Jamaat Islam is based on the political ideology of political Islam and democracy, which is also registered with the Election Commission, similar to other political parties. The alliance between BNP and the Jamaat Islam has been solely for the purpose of election, such as the Conservative Party and the Liberal Democrats in the UK. This type of alliance is common practice in Bangladesh, as evidenced by the Awami League alliance with Jamaat Islam in 1996 to oppose the government. In the political history of Bangladesh, no party other than Awami League has signed with a written agreement with any other Islamic political party. In December 2006, on behalf of the so-called secular Awami League, then Secretary General Mr. Jalil agreement with Khalafat Majlis, an ultra-orthodox Islamist group led by Sheikh Hadid Allama Azizul Haq, through which Awami League was committed to grant right of fatwa, Islamic degree, which a High Court verdict in Bangladesh had forbidden earlier. On the face of it, it is clear that Awami League, in order to acquire the power, always play a dirty game with the religion and the religious parties as well. We believe the UK has a strong standing diplomatic, economic and social development relationship with the Bangladesh and significant number of commoners. We sincerely hope that world leaders and international community adhering their democratic principles and values will extend their support to people of Bangladesh, demanding the non-recognition of this illegitimate government. We therefore request to the UK government to take urgent steps to resolve the present situation, suspension of diplomatic ties, and put pressure on the Awami League government to step down. The Awami League government to pave the way for a free, fair, and credible election. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.